Can you wave? Well, yeah. You want to get down? Okay.
place. I've been lucky to be a parent of a senior that's up there, and I've watched her and a lot of these young ladies for this like third grade play basketball. Some places that the floors were linoleum at Charlie. And the walls are both wide as the court. Growing up, and you've been over to Port Evans there for several years in Hawaii, and all came to this year. It's been an amazing ride, that's for sure. So when I think of this year with basketball, really with all the sports that I've been lucky to play so far this year, and then being school board, perseverance. That's the first word that came to mind when I thought of this team. It says it's a steady persistence and adhering to a course of action, a belief, or a purpose. And a continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties and obstacles that are in your way. And definitely this year. Maybe it comes down to reading from church last week. One of the lines was, if God is for us, who can be against? And Lord knows that applies to this year, not only basketball, but the school as a whole. So thank God for bringing us here today, right? And for giving these young ladies the championship they worked so hard for. It's very appreciated. Thanks to all the parents. So Brian's going to say some good words to hear about that. And I also want to say thanks to everyone with that gym floor that we're sitting on today, together a couple years ago, and then from the scoreboard. Pride of anywhere I went to this year. I believe how much lucky we are to be here at Assumption and play basketball and play any sports. So, big round of applause for yourself, for the parents, for the students of Assumption High School.
Last time I stood at a lectern in front of my class, I think this was Friday, I got hit in the back of the head by a wall. So I'm a little leery right now. Someone's going to jump up and get me. Tell you that story later, maybe. I've got some girls up here that need to say some thank yous. So we're going to start with that. Okay, do it first.
Okay, I'm Kendall Schmidt. I managed this year, and I'm a senior. And I want to start off thanking the parents. I know that there's a lot of games that you guys have traveled very far to come to, and we are really grateful for your guys' support. I know especially us seniors, we know all of our parents, and I know them too. We've all grown very, very close, and I know that you guys have been to every single game that you could have possibly been to. And I know this year was really hard, especially with COVID, not knowing if everyone could come, but we are very grateful that all of you parents have supported us throughout the years, and all of the freshman parents and everyone else made everything for us too, and it means a lot to all of us, so we would say thank you to you guys.
My name is Sam Nelson. I'm here. I want to thank the student section and our fans. We didn't even know if we were going to be able to have anyone come into the gym this year, so to be able to have people come in here and support us all throughout is awesome. And especially our student section, they were definitely a little crazy this year. They were super loud and we truly felt it on the court, so thank you.
Okay, so he's in Disney World. Awesome. I know sometimes the long film sessions and the 8,000 page scatter reports were kind of annoying at the time, but we're all super grateful because I know none of us wanted to watch 4 hours of film for one team, and he was always willing to do it. So I mean, it's kind of little things like that that go super unnoticed. We're super grateful for that. And then Coach Paul, he's awesome. I don't
quite the ride, and I think as a senior, it was pretty awesome to end my career with a win. So, thank you, coaches.
I'm a senior as well, and I'm here to thank all of the people that might not go as noticed. We have all of our managers, quite a few, Kate, Stephen, Schmidt, Claire Kubis, and Amber, she was part of our management team at the end. All of them have been a great help to us. They do everything and beyond that we might not notice, the books, all the organization of clothes, as well as our freshmen, so thank you to the freshmen as well. And I'd like to thank all those people that, might not get in the game as much, but still work hard and practice every day, and still are able to yell and scream to their heart's content out on the floor of them, even on their own rush. So, thank you.
You guys all know Emily Bowen? Tree. I think before we continue, you met some of our seniors here. I know you guys know Emily. Coach Paul's here. Izzy, stand up and take a bow. Sadie almost gave me a heart attack. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed at the end of the first game, things got a little tight. But there was 6 seconds left in the game, and we were up 6 points. Well, you can only screw that up so many ways. The other team had no timeouts left. So I called a timeout. I brought the girls out, and I said, you guys go in. The only thing you gotta make sure is if they score, just leave the ball alone and we win. Well, Sadie grabs the thing after they banged out a 3, and she's sitting there like this. I'm like, oh yeah! She's right in 3. Thank God Dylan made a good cut. We got that thing in and took care of business. So Sadie, you're still my favorite. Sadie, down to everyone. We have some great freshmen this year. Autumn Moon, you wave. Katie Laza, stand up, take a bow. Sign over there at MK. Taylor, help her. Sophie, Peyton. Our rabbit farmer, Brianna Sullivan. Stand up. National champ. This is a national champ right here. Okay? That's rabbits in the country. That ain't a joke. That's a real thing. Some good sophomores, Casey Schultz. Mark Reigel. A couple of really impactful sophomores. Malia Cole, Kristen Casey, great work this year. Kristen decided to bang out Big 3 in that championship game. That was pretty cool. We definitely couldn't do this without Whoopi, so Whoopi. Love the energy today, guys. We're missing someone here. Where's Lydia? Lydia, what are you doing back there? So, Lydia Smith is competing right now with St. Donahue to be my favorite. And you can see with that kind of humility, hanging out with the band. Appreciate you, Miss Thomas, and the band. So, every little thing, generally model. You know, a lot of everything I say I take from Coach Berghauser and, you know, previous coaches and things like that. I mean, that's always been a pretty big staple of this program, is that the little things make a big difference. Okay, and these girls do the little things, not just on the court, but in the classroom. So big kudos to the girls. I mean, they're the ones that got the job done. So give it up one more time. State champions. I do have to thank Mrs. Dillman and Mrs. Shaw for coming along with us on the tournament. So, you know, I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys did. And the parents who I don't know if Mr. Dillman here, Doc, did you do anything to your wife yet here? I said, you know, thank you. That's not going to cut it. We need something more. So we got to figure something out for Mrs. Dillman. She's been great. And really everyone here, the administration, you students for understanding, you know, when I come into class late and some of us are getting to work already, whatever it is, you guys have been great and made it really easy on me. I've said this before, this was one of the least enjoyable experiences for me, being a head coach and going through all this. There's just a lot to take on. Mom and Dad, Mom, I see you here, I love you. So thank you. I wish I could thank my kids for making it easy on me, but they did. They still kept pooping in those diapers. So I'm gonna leave it up to the girls. They got some stories that they want to tell you guys. And if you guys have any questions for them or anything you want to say, we'll get a little Q&A going here. But Emily has the first story, and I know she is super excited to talk to you guys. So give it up for Emily Volunteer.
Okay. So Kayla and I get really physical when we go against each other in practice, and that's I've been on a few cruises, but one practice, she elbowed me in the mouth, and I got a hole in my lip, and I couldn't put an ear in it. And there was so much blood in my mouth, and I had to leave practice, and I got that more bloody. So that's my story, I guess.
So we're playing Auburndale. It's the second half. It's a really tight game, and we start running this defense third and 2. And so we're getting steals left and right. Emily's just being a tank over there for us. And so she gets this steal on the sideline, and I'm telling her that I'm going to run and try to go get it. Well, she didn't see that I was right behind her. She chucked the ball right behind her, and it hit me in the face. And I was just like, whoosh, like it hurt so bad. But I grabbed the ball and we kept on playing. And so on film the next day, we replayed it 20 times. Of just slow motion, we just wasn't. It was so bad.
Okay, so the story I kind of think is a little underrated because we haven't talked about it yet, but I am the only girl on the team that has scored for the other team during a game. After the ZP game, I may or may not have tipped the ball into the other team's basket. And that was the game that decided if we went to state or not, so that was kind of embarrassing, but it worked out in our favor, so yeah, don't score for the other team.
I know Mr. Klein said this was the least enjoyable time of his life, but I definitely, and I think all of us too have seen, he has been having a lot of fun with us. He seems to be very happy a lot of the time. Showed off a couple good dance moves in the locker room, and like I said, I don't think I've ever seen him fist bump as many times as he has these past couple of games, so that's definitely very enjoyable for us to watch.
the ball in as well. But the day before in practice, Mr. Klein's talking, his usual lecturing to us, and he was like, I want to run Michigan so hard, red so hard, that we're able to get a high-low to Samantha Nelson. All right? So that's the setting scene. The next day at Wazika, we're up like 15 points, and we're just running our Michigan stuff, and lo and behold, Sam Nelson is posting up, down the post, with Emily up at the top of the key, and she actually passes it, and Sam makes it in. She scores. The whole bench stands up, jumps, starts screaming, but I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Klein more happier than that moment. He's pumping his fist. I think he high-fived like everyone on the team, and no one speaks louder than that. That was probably one of my favorite memories of this season.
All right. I don't know if there's anyone out here that has any specific questions for the girls, but if you do, now's the time. And come on up here, I'll give you the mic. Let's hear it, Miss Baker. Give it up for Miss Baker! This has to do with you setting up accelerated math objectives for your personal finance class. I can help.
I just wanted to say on behalf of my daughter, Natalie, who graduated last year, and it's hard for me to say it, but thank you for having a game for her. That time with you and the time on the bench, and right now she clings to that, and you guys are all so giving and so kind, and so I appreciate you all, so congratulations.
Love you, Natalie. You're out there. That's one thing we haven't done yet, but we're certainly going to hit that up here. We're going to say glory be together. So God is powerful. You know what I got to see this weekend? Coolest experience of my week. I went to Mass at Sacred Heart in Coosa. And you know who came out to say Mass? Father Menzel.
I guess where I saw my daughter's senior saw embarrassed her a little bit. Ready to die. But a couple of years ago, new basketball story, Maria has no fear and plays pretty hard nosed defense, and that's what she was known for anyway through the years. And she came off the court, Josh told the story. So anyway, Maria came off the court after guarding someone and raped their face. Something girls bound to do, right? And come off the court and told Coach, and this is I think when she was a sophomore or freshman, Coach, that girl called me the B word. and was quite upset with Greg. I almost hauled off, and Coach said, "It's okay, we say that word out loud on the bench only," but it was pretty funny. Anyway, that's the after that shows what these young ladies are all about. And they started this year 3-6, right? 3-6 to state champions, right? That's amazing. That perseverance for it, right? A lot of teams might have said, called it, said that was good, we're not trying as hard. But Josh and I, after that championship game, we didn't lose, not one game to a Division 5 school this year. Right? So the 3-6 record against Division 4, 3-2, and obviously we came together at the right time. That's my story, right? And we're back.
Okay. Anyone else got anything to say? This is like at the wedding. Joe, come on up, man! I don't know if you want to call this the leader of our student section, but Joseph Moyer.
Hi. So Emily, I was wondering if you could talk.
Good one, Emily not done yet. So Emily's got some more basketball to play in her career, and that's not the best Emily Bowen. That's the best Emily Bowen I've ever seen. But she's got some more basketball to play in her career, and she's gonna be fun to watch. So.
Mr. Klein, I have a question for Ainara.
Ainara.
Who was the hardest person to guard this year? What team?
Who was the hardest person you had to guard this year?
What team?
Macy Donarski from Lacrosse Aquinas. And big shout out to Lacrosse Aquinas. I know they took home the silver ball, and they were really gracious to us when we showed up in lacrosse. They opened up their doors for us to have a practice there. I think we went there at about 7:15-ish, got on the court at 7:30 the night before the game, and when the girls were taking the court, I sent the coach bus over to Alaska, and they picked up a guy for us by the name of Father Becker. You guys know that guy? Yeah, we can give it up for Father Becker a little bit. So I haven't told you guys this yet, the team here, but when I was going through and trying to schedule our time, which it was like a 4-day experience, we kind of packed it into 24 hours, so it was really difficult. And Coach Jags, who I think he probably worships basketball like I worship Jesus. I mean, it's on par there. So I need to probably do a better job. But he puts a lot of time in. And when I told him that we were going to Mass the morning of this state experience, he freaked out a little bit. He was like, look, Mass is at 8:15. Blackhawk plays at 9. And on the bus ride home, what Coach Jaglinski said to me after this whole experience is his favorite experience of the whole day was going to Mass. So, yeah, I mean, it's no joke that, a lot of these girls, they sit around with this humility. Well, we get to experience Jesus coming to us in the Mass on a consistent basis, and that's a pretty amazing and powerful thing. So, this is pretty cool too, but I mean, it pales in comparison to what we get to experience every time we show up at the altar. So, that's a good lead in. We should all probably give some glory to God here. Everyone want to stand up here? Let's say glory to you real quick. In the name of the Father,
A little bit before that, we decided to eat dinner. They ordered us Olive Garden, like probably 20 pounds of Olive Garden noodles for everyone to split, and 60 breadsticks, which we ate all 60. And yeah, he ate more than half. Anyways, so Mr. Klein was talking. He said, "Stuff your faces. You know, tonight we're just gonna have a short little practice. It's gonna be a shoot around. We're just gonna shoot. You know, so stuff your faces. You know, just fill up." And we did some practice at Appliance, and we do full court scrimmaging. The whole 45 minutes we were there, and we were all dying and about to throw up on the court. So, oh yeah. And while they were all practicing, Mr. Klein left us managers in charge of the freshmen and Eli back at the hotel. So while they were running for 45 minutes, we were chilling in the hot tub, having a good time. And then they came back and I went to Sam, like, so how was the walkthrough? She just shook her head like she was about to die. She was just like, no. And I was like, oh no.
I bet you slept well then. No? I know I did. Yeah, the hotel experience, that was great. I think it was Jaden came up to me at one point in the hotel room and she said, your son is laying in the elevator on the ground with Taylor Shaw. Just waving at people. They're laying on their backs, just looking at people as they walk into the, elevator. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Oh. Okay, last story. And then Miss Thomas, that'll be your cue. So the day after we get back, it's a Friday, right? And half the school is gone. Well, I had a funeral that day. Okay, so on Friday at 11 o'clock I had a funeral. Mrs. Scully took my homeroom, which consisted of 2 kids. God bless her for showing up. So I'm on my way to the funeral, and I look going up the stairs, and it's like Nara. It's like a ghost. Like, what are you doing here? Everyone is exhausted, I'm sure. Some of you guys are tired just from the whole experience, but if you watched her, you can't be more tired than she was. And she showed up the next day. Okay, so I see her on the way out, and I think to myself, like, what class do you have after lunch? Like, when I come back from this funeral, I've got a class, and darn it, you have my class. So I was touched. A little pitter-patter there. Super excited. I went off to the funeral. The funeral was awesome. My great aunt, they sang How Great Thou Art, and that's just a jam. That's like a Sacred Heart banger, Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. Yeah, that's a good song. So anyway, I go back to my classroom expecting to see Inara after the funeral. Well, there's about 5 kids in the whole class. There's supposed to be 20. And there's no Inara. So I walk over to my lectern. My phone's sitting there. I grab my phone quick and I send her a text. Are you okay? And I said, yeah, are you sleeping somewhere? And I kind of put my phone down. I think I was singing How Great Thou Art. Because this is a good song. And all of a sudden, this ball hits me in the back of the head. Okay? And some of you guys know what my classroom's like, so I'm right here next to my lectern. The first thing I think is, where is Coach Burkhauser? And I look across the room to my desk, and I'm like, I'm pretty confident that Coach Burkhauser is hiding underneath my desk. Why wouldn't he be? And then I think about the physics of the whole thing. Like, how did he throw that ball and hit me in the back of the head from way over there by my desk? And then I turn around and I look up in my closet, up hiding in the cupboard, throwing balls at me the day after we win this little thing. So that was something I will never forget from this whole experience. So. So I guess until we got to the celebration here, I know there was a ton of support out there, and there were a lot of people that were pulling for us. Prayers were up and all that, and you guys are all awesome. I love the associate family. All you guys are much appreciated, so I can't thank you all enough. And ladies, any of this attention that you get from this experience, you're 20% off your nails. It's much deserved. You guys are great kids, and you need to keep it up because you are role models for everyone coming through. So keep being awesome. With that being said, I think we're going to hit the road here. Who's got a question? Hey, Shannon. Use your outside voice.
Hi, Darwin. You broke that girl's ankle.
Did you laugh at all as you were going by her? Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that in the semifinal game, but someone really tried to guard Iamar hard, and that's not a good idea. You guys ought to quit that demonstration on how Sammy plays defense. It's like your brain can't decide what to tell her feet to do. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Just get this together. So, well, thank you guys for everything. We're going to hit it. So, Miss Thomas, let's bang out one more time with that fight song. Thank you guys.